welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna do, it's pretty much random, but still a collective reading. The Page of Swords kept popping up in my head for some reason, and then I used the Angel deck first, and well, I took the Page of Swords out, and then nothing really much came out, and then I did the Kabbalah deck with the Page of Swords, and then cards came out. And then after I took the cards out from the Kabbalah deck, I realized the bottom of the deck matches what was on the bottom of the deck for the Angel deck. So then I realized that's the pattern I'm supposed to go into. So with the Page of Swords talks about um, it's like a small message, but it's like that message packs a lot of truths in it, and it could also brings you new ideas. Um, truth, new ideas, and but also the Page of Swords talks about being on guard and being alert and being aware of your surroundings and stuff like that. Um, so that's what you're pretty much learning right now, to speak your truth, expect truth from other people, to protect yourself and to be like aware of your surroundings, but also what people are saying to you and what they're not saying, like their body language and stuff like that, reading in between the lines. Because the person that was sneak dissing you or could be saying little malicious things and you thinking it's a joke, but in like the harsh reality is like that person is not joking. Like they seriously don't like you. Right. So on here it says the Page of Swords, God the refuge, governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Okay. And then at the bottom it was the Two of Swords with God, Lord of all virtues, with breaking circles, lifting oppressing barriers, and bringing victory. And I didn't mean to throw it. And then at the bottom of the deck was the World, and so once I finished with the Kabbalah deck, it was the World, and then the World is a circle. It's a cycle, and you're breaking the circle. So you're breaking a cycle by lifting those like the offensive barriers of those people that was trying to sneak diss you, talk down on you, and stuff like that, embarrass you. Um, Also with refuge, it's like you have a protector, you have a place you can go that you feel safe, um, away from this person. Because then at the bottom of the deck, after all that, was the Five of Cups that talk about prosperity, demolishing of enemies, and delivering ones from bondage. We already had oppressive barriers, and then we also have you seeking refuge. So this person did a lot of shit, which we've been new. Um, Now if you was thinking about like soundtrack, what we getting into, where we going, pretty much your soundtrack is Usher. I don't know what's going on today, but it's pretty much Usher. It's You Remind Me and You Got It Bad. So if You Remind Me, it's pretty much saying like self-explanatory. He saw this girl. He wanted to talk to the girl, but the girl reminded him of somebody by the past, of his past, that hurt him so much. So rather than talking to her, he just like, this is why I can't talk to you. But he explained it to her like, oh, look, somebody like you, I dated somebody like you before, and she hurt me, so I'm gonna just assume that you gonna hurt me too. And I guess that's the cycle you're breaking of having other people put you in a role or put you in shoes that you were never meant for you. Because if You Got It Bad, it's pretty much a breakup song. And it's like with this person, rather than getting to know you, they just up and assume that you was like this person that they had before, and that wasn't fair to you because you were nothing like that person. And now you're no longer there. It's like now they's like, oh, now they stuck. Their life is messed up. They don't want to have fun. They're sad. All they're thinking about is what you're doing and who you're doing it with. And another thing with the Two of Swords is talk about being blocked and or block stagnation, a difficult decision, but also choices. So it's like it probably was a difficult choice for you to move away from this person, close out the cycle from this person or with this person. But it's like, what was you to do? They didn't want to give you the chance to actually get to know you. They just up and assumed you were somebody else. And it's just like, you didn't even know that person from a can of paint. And like, who is this person? But they comparing you. And it's just like, what? And meanwhile, you just wanted this person to be your man. You be that girl. You wanted to tell it to the whole wide world. But they wanted to be like, nah, they don't know you. You like this. You like that. They know you. They know somebody like you. You remind them of somebody. This, and the third. And probably whatever hurt that that person caused, right? Because then you remind me. We talk about the hurt. So whatever hurt that person caused, they for some reason, just because you remind them of the person, took it out on you, which is why you needed to seek refuge because you did absolutely nothing wrong. It was an innocent party. You didn't know this person. You didn't hurt this person. It was never you. It was somebody else completely different. And they're punishing you as if you knew the person, as if it was you. Um, and pretty much those two. You don't know the person. Like, honestly and truly, you don't know who the person is. Never met the person. Never knew about this. Like, it's just like, but they punishing you and taking it out on you. And it's like, why? Like, that makes no sense. But also, um, but Paige is being out here, it is a child. So it's like this person was immature. And now they, like, facing the consequences of their actions because you don't want them around you. You don't want them in your life. Um, pretty much got your own answers. And moving on. Also, the reason why I say it's a message of truth because at the bottom of the deck it said truth be told with the Oracle of Wisdoms. You're also going through a transition period because with the aromatherapy deck, at the bottom it talks about Cypress and it says aids in transition and transformation. And then in the light and shade deck, there we go, we have Angel de la Muertes with transition into the spiritual world. And then with shapeshifters we have time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. And then at the bottom of the Wild Unknown Tarot we have the Page of Swords. See? So it's like you're finding out the truth, like while you're going through the transition, but like, or after you went through the transition period, now you're going, now you see the change and you see the difference. Now you're receiving the truth and the knowledge that you needed to receive because this person never was going to tell you. Never was going to tell you. Also, what I noticed is there was a countdown. So it went from 16, which is 7, then hold up, because there was a 6. Oh, no. JK. I thought it was a 6. So it went from 16, 14, 5, 4, 3. I thought there was a 6. Because that's 5, and they already have 2 5s. So either way, there's a challenge that was keeping you stuck that you transforming from. transitioning from overcoming it by saying, by walking away from it and saying bye. And while you're doing that, by saying bye, you're destroying pretty much those people that were trying to oppress you and keep you stuck. Their plans that they had for you, and you're released. Like as you, okay, you're not burning the bridge. It's like they did too much for the bridge to still stand. So it's like as you're walking across to get away, because the world is attached to nine as well. It's like you're releasing it, but as you walk away, like going over the bridge is falling apart. So no, they can't get to you. It's like you're walking behind you, the bridge is crumbling as you're walking. So it's like even if they tried, they're gonna pretty much gonna have to swim. And even if they do swim to you, they still can't get to you because you're on the bridge and they in the water. It's just not equal. It's just you're not near each other. Um, but yeah, so I will get started for real. I'm gonna cleanse out the space and the energy, but that's pretty much a little synopsis of what's about to happen. So if you have headphones in, let's turn them down for a few seconds so you don't hurt your eardrums. Okay. Oh, and then with the Kabbalah being out, pretty much the first card, well, the card that pretty much anchors everything, it's a lesson. You learned. Did you learn the truth? Okay, either you received the truth or you learned the truth about something, or you're about to learn the truth about something that helps you make this difficult decision and close out this cycle so you can have victory. And or, okay, because with the five being here, in the transition and the transformation, that's already happening, already occurring. And you need to block this person, and or this person gonna try to come back in and try to give you the truth or their version of the truth, but you already know the truth. Okay. Also remember, this person been lying, and they was never gonna tell you the truth because they never expected you to know the truth or to figure it out, to find it out. They was gonna continue to lie, manipulate, and gaslight. So remember that. Okay. So we have, don't know how to say this, with encourage forgiveness and promotes longevity. That word. Because normally with the Two of Swords, right, the person's hands is crossed and her hand is over her heart, but in the angel deck, her hand's not over her heart. So it's like there wasn't, you didn't make a head over heart decision. Like you listened to your heart and you listened to your head, and they had both of them fucked up. I'm gonna be honest with you. They played with both of them, and they was both like, "Bitch, I'ma head out," like that kind of thing. And it's, you really love this person, which is why you tried, or you really care for this person, which is why you tried to get things to work out where y'all both can like coexist together and stuff like that. With this promotes longevity, where you can have some sort of longevity, like the Ten of Pentacles, and some sort of like generational wealth and stuff like that. So you probably constantly forgave this person over and over again and gave them chances, like the benefit of the doubt. But while doing that, you pretty much betrayed yourself, and you also have to forgive yourself and realize that you, what you was giving to other people, you wasn't really giving to yourself. And that wasn't fair to you, and you deserve kindness and somebody to be fair to you. And even if that's you, that's great. If even if that's just the start, that's fine. I respect you. I don't respect your person, but I respect you. If that helps. um, but like you're also a part of that forgiveness. You also deserve forgiveness, self forgiveness. You deserve that. Okay, forgive yourself. You made mistakes. We all have made mistakes before. That's fine. You realize your mistakes and you're trying to do better. That's even great. Well, that's even better than just what you was doing before. Like just, I forgot what I just said. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um. Oh, but then just sitting there and then continue to making the same mistake. There we go. It's better than like realizing you're making a mistake and then changing and adjust it is better than just sitting there and continue making the same mistakes over and over again. Which is why it's important to process and forgive yourself and remember forgiveness is like a it's an up and down. It's an ongoing battle. Some days you think you're over it. Some days you venting as if it just happened, and some other days you're crying, and as if you like it just happened like 5 seconds ago. And then some days you're just angry because why would they play with you like that? Exactly, I understand. Like how dare why would they play with your emotions the way they did? Um, and it's more so says a lot about a lot of things that it says more so about them than it does you. Like I said, you didn't really do anything for them to play with your feelings the way that they did. What did you remind me of? And that's not the first time that came out. So it's like they know that they was hurt by this person and they didn't heal it, but then they decided to take it out on you. Like they knew what they was doing, but then expected this to go on forever because you weren't supposed to know that they was hurt by anybody ever, or they was hurt by this girl, or they was played by somebody and stuff like that. And it's just like that's very like so you decide to go break somebody else. It's like it's very sick and it's very toxic and doesn't make any sense. Um, which is why spirit is like, yeah, no, you the cycle is breaking. This needs to come to an end. Because also, especially with the Five of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, that's what I'm about like melancholy and depression. And if you don't forgive yourself and forgive other people, you're gonna have a, like regret, remorse, guilt, shame. They, what's the? There's nothing to be ashamed of. You made mistakes. Other people made mistakes. We all fucking makes mistakes. I don't understand. If a computer makes mistakes, why can't you make mistakes? Hmm? And computer is supposed to be more intelligent than a human. They like so if it makes mistakes, why can't you make a mistake? It's okay. It's alright. Then we have experiment with reevaluate. Nope. But refreshment of the spirit. That word is not coming to me right now. Re. Well, refresh your make your spirit, renews your spirit. Um, yeah. So you forgive yourself, you forgive other people. No longer carrying this hate, guilt, resentment, whatever it is. You let it go, and they be able to move on. Um, because carrying it with you is like you're always looking back on it or looking back at it, and it's like you don't need to look back at it. Especially if it's like the person, you don't need this person in your face to be a constant reminder. Um, yeah. So then we have beauty with struggles with her parents. Ooh. So in the past, you could have been struggling with your parents. And then, okay, it's a blank card. So, hold on. And then the other card is rural life with woodsman. Okay, because I said it was blank, and then the blank is such an like if there's a prostitute here. Okay, and I'm not calling you a prostitute. Okay, that's first things first. I'm not calling you a prostitute. But I just said I've respected you. Why'd I call you a prostitute? Makes no sense. Okay, not saying I don't respect prostitutes. Okay, you gotta get your money when you can. Just not that's not for me. Okay, um, just be safe out there. Um, sex health is important. You know what also popped in my head? You ever watch Hoops? Where he was friends with a prostitute, and then she was giving them prices, and he was like, "Whoa!" Like those prices don't make sense. Like you need to do this instead of this because you spending more work doing this. And he was like, "Frankly, after this, I don't really care about that." Like that kind of thing. So it was like that popped in my head, but it's a funny show. Um, because I do remember slander and gossip being out there. So that could be what's being out there. They trying to make it seem like you were promiscuous when you weren't. And they did that to with this beauty being here, right? Even if you don't feel like with the struggle with your appearance, even like I said before, even if you don't think that you very like high self esteem or medium self esteem or like neutral, whatever the hell one you want to have, okay? Yours is higher than the person that's doing all this shit to you. Okay? If it's a dude, you're more masculine than the dude. Not saying that you're more like muscular and things like that. It's your masculine traits is more defined and more polished than the person. They feel the struggle with their parents, they feel inadequate next to you and any balanced and stable male figure. Either and they laugh and they laugh and they and they life, or I don't know where that country accent came from. So in their life, or just like when they're around them. And that's why it's important to forgive. It's just like, okay, they didn't know what the fuck they was doing. They was just jealous. They was just intimidated by your beauty and your power and who you are, your sense of self, the way you carry yourself, the way you hold yourself. So they try to oppose you, bring you down, lie, keep you stuck and bonded by spreading rumors either that you was very promiscuous when you're not. Um, will use. That's why this could be the blank card being here, because like they don't know what the fuck you doing. So they just making assumptions, but then they're speaking the assumptions as if it's truths. Where meanwhile, you just minding your business, living your best life, planting. Because we have the prostitute and the farmer would have been touching. So you're not doing anything but focusing on you and planting seeds to better your life. So you could have some sense of longevity with the woodsmen and stuff like that in this rural life. Like you're, because the woods is pretty much like a secluded. Not say is it a secluded area? If you know about the, I just walked through the woods. Okay, there's a lot of things in it. It's really nice. Okay, but it's like yeah, you're secluded, pretty much by yourself, to yourself. Um, which is why you might be guarded or have these, like, be on alert and be on, aware of your surroundings, because before, where you were just taking it easy and just giving people the benefit of the doubt or try to see the good. Like, people still have good in them, don't get me wrong, okay? But some people, you got to use the magnifying glass to find it. And it's just like those people, you got tired of always busting out your magnifying glass to find the good and giving them the benefit of the doubt. And you just simply isolated yourself and did what was best for you, where they decided that they can continue to take advantage. Let's say you do have low self-esteem. They wanted to, they were trying to use that as a reason or an excuse to treat you any which kind of way. And you just like, yeah, no. And that's because that's what they would do. Like, they won't mind. They will be around people that's not really their friend. Like, they would be around fake friends, um, and have sneak animosity towards each other, competing with each other, battling it out with each other, trying to step over the other one to make it and stuff like. You were just like, yeah, no. And because you did that, now they're trying to deframe you or diminish you, degrade you. And I would just say whatever or whatever rumor you hear out of anybody's mouth, and you know that you ain't do that shit, and you know you would never would have done that shit. That person is doing that shit, or they want you to do that shit. You never did that shit, and now they mad. It's like I said. This person is weird, delusional, toxic, destructive. Destructive. It literally says that, destroying their plan, and they're the ones that, like, if insecurity was like a level, they would be in the negatives. Like, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, which talked about the longevity and this generational wealth. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the Emperor. Oh, this person is wishy-washy as well. They try to be controlling and possessive, and now that you know the truth, they're going to try to make it seem like they were trying to do what was best for you the whole time, when in all actuality, they was doing what was best for them. Um, Also, just self-explanatory. The Emperor wanted control over the Ten of Pentacles, which is just longevity, but how they went about it was very materialistic and superficial, which is why it's sabotaged and sacrificed it and caused nothing but problems, and there was no victory, which is why we had the seven here. There was challenges rather than victory, and conflicts, which is why we had the fives. Um, oh yeah, then we had the four, which puts things at a pause, stagnation, and a halt. Then we had the two of swords, which is a stagnation, pause, halt, standstill, um, difficult decisions, and but it's mainly saying like the truth of the matter is this person made this decision and this choice consciously, but they will try to tell you that it was unconscious. That's a lie. And once you left and no longer talked to this person, like, because the Emperor is touching the six, like, circle right here, and I said I swear there was a six here, and six talks about collaboration, you're not collaborating with this emperor because they're controlling and possessive. What also popped in my head was micromanaging. Um, and they're not really equipped to be in the position that they're in. Right? Because the Queen of Pentacles, it says water and earth, and then the king, what, the Ten of Pentacles talks about well, it's Mercury and Venus, right? And Mercury is a planet of communications, but also technology. So where you can communicate money and emotions like effectively with no problems, because Venus is the planet of beauty, right, and harmony and stuff like that. um at some point in time it was very similar to Earth. um so it's like you can talk about that. You don't have no problems giving compliments, helping people, talking to him about emotions and things of that nature. Where the Emperor is Aries, and that's fire, stuff like that. Earth and fire doesn't. Sometimes it's a volcano, but sometimes it's very fertile for the land. With this rural life and this woman and farmer, it's like the way that they're trying to take control over it is gonna be beneficial for the land. Way that you're trying to control it will be beneficial for the land. So, like I was saying with the volcano, y'all two coming together is like a volcano, and the volcano is gonna erupt. You taking control, because the emperor could also be like authority, being like in control over your own life and stuff like that, your own longevity, your own money and like and wealth, with the farming being here. And it's like you are in control of your own money, your own land, your own prosperity, what you want to do with your life, how you gonna go about it and stuff like that. So the land will be fertile, even though it's still fire, but it's like how you're using the fire is way different than how this person would have used it. Because in some aspects, the person, like some people do tend to burn the soil because it makes it more fertile in some areas. Where this person is like they won't. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I just drew a blank. Like this person wouldn't do anything. Like they didn't think about that. They didn't know about that. They would just try to do like the basics, like fertilizer and things like that. And it's like you trying to go like a natural route, and fire is kind of sort of natural, and it's just like just not saying to just burn it. Like I guess it's a way you're supposed to do it. I don't know the way to do it. Okay, I'm not a farmer, but I know that some people do it to make the lands fertile, and then your crops be good. So, and then the Queen of Pentacles with the farmer and the woodsman being here, she is financially stable and financially independent. Um, she doesn't really need anybody. She can make her own money. She can take care of herself. She can take care of the house. She can take care of her kids if she have kids and stuff like that. She's she's independent. Doesn't mean that she doesn't like want a counterpart and stuff like that, but she doesn't need a counterpart. And she pretty much will be looking for somebody that has the same values as her, not somebody that's pretending to have the same values as her, which this person was pretending. Like in your face, they will say y'all want the same things, but behind closed doors, as soon they left from in front of your face, like it was something completely different. Then we have strength with the raising God with loyalty, deliverance from those who seek to oppress you, and bring in victory. See, it's over. With this person would never live to longevity or fertile lands. Nothing wouldn't be planted. No seeds. Okay, probably would have planted seeds. Plant the seeds, plant the seeds, plant the seeds. Watering, nothing. Nothing would have happened. And it's because this person, with the emperor being here, like I said, they wanted to be in control, and they was trying to. They're not fit for that position, but they pretty much try to make it seem like they are, and that's their pride and their ego, which they need to put to the side. But they wanted you to be loyal to them and everything that was doing to you as if you deserved it, and you didn't. Because, like I said, it was somebody else that did it. You don't know this person from um a can of paint, a fucking hole in the wall. You don't know this person at all. Um, it could be it could be a lineup. You can't pick this person out. Like, you don't know who this person is, but they know who this person is, and they took, rather than healing from it and processing it, because that's pretty much what you were. You were assigned to be like, you clearly didn't heal from this. You clearly didn't get over this or get over this person, and rather than seeing it as that, they saw it as an opportunity to pretty much get back at the person that's what the quote unquote back at the person that hurt them, but you never hurt them. They actually liked you. They wanted to talk to you, wanted to date you, and they sabotaged it all by their lonesome. They needed no help. No help. They did this all by themselves. They created this plan all by themselves. They did, like, even if it wasn't the plan, right? They didn't like have like a piece of paper and they walk up and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this today. It's like within, they will see you doing something, minding your business. Somehow that bothers them, and then they will either will walk to you to start some shit, or just simply start some shit, and you just looking around like, what? Like, because you was minding your damn business. It's like that. It's just, they'll come out of nowhere. Which is why now you on alert and you on guard. And that's why it's even more crazier that if it is like, if they trying to come back and it's just like, why did you think I will allow you to come back? And it's because they felt like you was this queen of cups and you were so nice and so kind and so caring and so loving. But yet they played with your emotions and played with your kindness, which is why I'm just like, bitch, fool me once. And it's just like, they fooled you a couple of times, and they still try to make it seem like they still on one. Like, oh, fool me once, shame on you, like, shame on me. And like, fool me twice. And it's like, nah, bitch, you fooled me more than twice. You didn't think I knew about the twice. That kind of thing. It's like, nah, I knew about the twice, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the 10th. Like, you know all the times. You just ain't saying nothing. Right? And it's just like, they wanted you to be loyal, but it's like, you loyal, but you ain't stupid. And that's the difference. You're not going to be loyal to stupidity. And this person is stupid, destructive, delusional, crazy, weird, a liar, manipulator. Like, it's just like, who be loyal to that? Like, why? And then we have the sun with restoring life, protection from adversities, rabies, and wild beasts. You see? I'm not calling you personal wild beast. It was on the card. But it's just like the adversities and challenges. Not see, but you. Oh, either way, nah, hold on. Okay, I'm not calling them a wild beast. Okay, but you know, in the strength card, okay, you know, as a lion, you're supposed to tame the lion. Okay, you tamed your ego. Your ego could be the wild beast. Your pride could have been the wild beast. You tamed that. You had no problem putting it to the side, admitting you were wrong, seeing others' point of view. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, she's touching her stomach. And your stomach, the chakras, it's your sacral, which how you feel about yourself, and that later on ties to how you interact with other people, like your self worth, like self worth, self trust, and all that other stuff. And your sexuality, which is then, how you interact with other people. Like if you're single, what? If you're heterosexual, you gonna look for a dude, that kind of thing. You gotta, how you treat yourself is more likely how you gonna treat that dude, kind of thing. So, oh, also, that just simply shows you how this person loved themselves. How they treated you. How they treat people. People that actually love them and care for them and want them happy, want them to see them successful. How did they treat you? Was it great? No. Because half of y'all have fucking PTSD. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And PTSD, PTSD, still PTSD. Over this person and what this person has done. And it's like now that you're doing what's best for you, they try to make it seem like your love wasn't real the whole time. It was fake, but now they want to be in your face. And it's just like, that's like Drake talking about people showing fake love to him straight up to his face. But then the thing is, and he even said in the song, like, I know. So it's just like, this person literally goes after people that give them fake love and give them nothing but conflict and challenges and problems. Which is why they gave you nothing but problems. They wanted you to give them problems to make it be an excuse to why they don't like you, where they don't have one, because you didn't do anything to this person. And now with the sun being out here, it's shining a light on that. Well, I was saying, I know before I kept saying, like, you're the one that actually have true strength and true confidence, where this person just have pride and ego, arrogance, insecurities, hidden insecurities, secrets, feeling inadequate next to, I wanted to say damn near everybody, but I was going that was in my head, just swirling around like damn near everybody. But it's just like they feel inadequate next to you and anybody that pretty much got their shit together or feel comfortable with themselves. And we have bringing you victory twice, bringing victory and deliverance from those who who seeks to oppress you. We have oppressive barriers here. And then, well, refuge is still deliverance. Like this person was not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. They're very disruptive and toxic. And we have the oh, the Knight of Cups. So they're gonna try to bring you this romantic offer, or try to come back in as if they're this King of Cups, quote unquote, and then they hold the Ace of Cups when they don't hold the Ace of Cups. They don't know what the fuck it looks like. They don't know what love is. They don't love themselves, so how will they know what love is? I just told you they go for people that give them fake love. You gave them real, actual, genuine love, and now you're no longer there. Now they's like, oh, then that means it wasn't real the whole time. It was fake. And now they in your face. Why would they be in your face if it's fake? But then some of them actually do know that it wasn't fake, and then they fucked it up and sabotaged it. But then they don't want to admit that to you and tell you that, so you can know it, but you do know it. So they really, half the times the person is just really trying to play with your intelligence more than just your emotions. They insulting your intelligence. Here we have the King of Swords. So, with the Emperor being out here, if they even try to portray themselves as the Emperor, which they love to do, like this authoritative figure, somebody that's in this authoritative role, this leadership role, you know the truth. You see the truth. You're the one that holds the swords. So if you were the page of swords, you upgraded to the king of swords. You know the truth, you see the truth, you speak the truth, you're very intelligent, you cut people off with no problems. Swift cutoff skills, okay? Fall back, game strong, okay? And you use your discernment and be able to read and see between the lines. So that, oh, there's another card that came with the King of Swords. See, Six of Swords. You're moving on to calmer waters. You're not rainbow sword. You're not. You know the truth. You see the truth. And then we have the sun here. So, where with this person, that you could have been struggling with your parents because they can like degraded you, picked on you, diminish you, belittled you, and stuff like that. That was like some of y'all have PTSD. Like y'all really been through some shit with this person, and the oppressing barriers, oppressing forces. Some of them actually recruited other people to join in because they thought it was a game. It was so fun. Let's pick on this person while they're down. Let's kick them while they're down. And it's like, now they're down. They want you to come pick them up. And it's just like, no, fuck you. Like, it's just, you're moving on to calmer waters and leaving them behind. And they see that you're getting on to moving to calmer waters. They be like, oh, that's what could go. It goes back to the fake love. Like, oh, if you was really their friend, you see that they were struggling and you will help them. But it's like, when they saw that you were struggling, they try to kick you while you was down. You're not kicking them. You just left. Then it's like, while you were struggling, they kicked you while you was down, and then they left you there. They didn't help pick you up, no nothing. Help brush your shoulders off, nothing. You did all that by yourself, and now moving on to common waters, and they see that and want you to reverse the boat to come back for them to pick them up. They never did that for you, so why you gotta do it for them? That's why, like, that's to come back to the loyalty. Like, the loyalty is different than the stupidity. Once me being loyal to you betrays myself, now I'm looking stupid in these streets. I have no reason to. Because who was you? Like, who was you? Like, especially if I know the truth. Like, come on now. And then with the knight being here, and then this is a king, even though it's not like a knight of swords or stuff like that, the knights still have to listen to a king. They really try to make it seem like they're just an authority figure, but you deserve the role more than they do. And even that you deserve the role, you're more fit and deserving of the role than they are. And that's the problem. Like, not even that's the problem. They know that they're inadequate. Oh, with the oppressing forces, and then I think they even said, like, if it's like a job or stuff like that, because I remember micromanaging popped in my head. It's like the person will micromanage you as if you don't know how to do your job. Meanwhile, you can do your job and their job, and that's what you're doing. It's like certain things as their responsibility that they're passing off to you for you to do, but then micromanage you. And it's like, but I'm doing my job, your job, and somebody else's job. So what are you really talking about? Like, it just comes down to, that's two people right there you don't really need when you really think about it. And it's just like, if you say that, hit them with the truth. Oh, this is why they don't like you. Oh, you're mean. Or you're this. And it's like, but you did something first. You came to me. If you had just left me alone, your feelings would never been hurt. It's like they never realized that or see that because they pride of their ego. They this. authority figure, this person that you shouldn't talk to, either which kind of, they see themselves as a king when they're not really a king. Oh, you ever watch The Taming of the Shrew? In the beginning, where they pretended the guy was a king and stuff, like, it's like that. They really in it. They really believe that this king, and it's like, how, when, who did you marry that was royalty? And we have the Ace of Wands. So a passionate new beginning. Also inspiration. Cause I'm just looking at like the red and the orange. So that's your lower chakras. Okay. So this Knight of Cups / fake Emperor is trying to come to you and give you this fake cup, this fake Ace of Cups, false Ace of Cups, this false cup of love, right? But you're the King of Swords. You know that it's fake. You see through the truth. You read it through all the whatever shit they're saying and stuff like that. You see through all the lies, right? Um, you letting them speak, because even though there's a little bit of rainbow, but then there's still darkness. So it's like but that's more like that's the bottom of the cup. So at the top of the cup you see the rainbow, but at the bottom there's the hate, the jealousy, the envy, the wanting to be you, the lies, the manipulations, the gaslighting, everything that they have done that they know that they did to you that you didn't deserve. All that's in there, but they ain't gonna tell you that. But they just want you to take the cup, and then you decipher or find out what the fuck is in the cup. And it's like, once you do, like, you already did that, and you don't want that cup again, but they can only give you the same cup, as if you never knew what the fuck was in the cup the first time. King of Swords. You see the truth. You know the truth. You know what's in the cup. Eyes are open. Owl. Truth be told, you know the truth. So even if they try to come and tell you the truth, you know they're gonna lie. And then, because with the Six of Swords, went from the darkness to rainbow. So they gonna try to lie, keep you stuck in this choppy ass water. But like I said, you hold the Ace of Swords. So you see like, you know the truth. You have a sense of clarity, and you the one that can break the cycle. So there is a breakthrough to get, like, move on to calmest waters and separate from this struggling and oppressive situation. And with this restoring of life, and have like that zest for life, like inspiration for life, and moving on and moving forward, with this Knight of Swords just wanting to come in, tell you the truth, tell you their version of the truth. So you pretty much will have sex, because at the bottom of the deck and the music deck is sexual healing. So, and that's what the Ace of Wands from time to time also means as well. But what I was saying before with the colors, with the red and the orange and the yellow, red is your root chakra, so you feeling stable and grounded within yourself and your environment to move on and take action. Because it's like, once your root chakra is fine, then it's your chakra, and that's your self-worth, your self-trust, like your sexuality, your comfort zones and your comfort levels. If you have any shame, guilt, or resentment, that's pretty much, there in the lower navel area. And it's like that stable and balanced, where now you're no longer allowing shame to rule your life, and what other people think you should be ashamed of rule and dictate your life. Because in all honesty, let's say you have some bad relationships. Yes. Okay. That's fine. But one thing you can tell this person is, like, at least you fucking here for them. I bet you they gonna they gonna clutch their pearls, and it's just like, yup. At least you healed from your abusive relationships and your bad relationships. This person is harboring them and using them to hurt people that have nothing to do with it. Nah. Now they feel it's hurt because it's the truth. They get hurt by the truth. They're cool and fine with lies, and it's just like, who lives their life that way? Like, that's not a way to live your life with a bunch of lies. That's no, no. The emperor does sit on a throne. So funny. What popped in my head is you sit on a throne of lies, and he does sit on a throne. And like, especially with the King of Swords, you could be very observant. So it's like you you can just look and watch and see what's going on and realize that what they're saying never happened. And we have the snow angels, the signs are already with you. And then we have the golden phoenix, something you thought was finished burst back to life. Yeah, we have restoring life. So like, if you thought your life was over and your life had no meaning, your life had no purpose, it was that person. And the further you get away from that person, the more and more you see your life did have meaning, your life do have purpose. You were just with the wrong fucking person that make you, they even made you feel that way, but like say certain things to convince you that it was true when it wasn't fucking true. And it's because that person doesn't have hope, feel like their life have no meaning, and just because they're inadequate and don't know how to do certain shit, but then rather than figure out what the fuck they can do, they sabotage other people. That might just be their purpose and their role in life, to be a hater. Where yours isn't. You're not meant to be a hater. I don't want to say you're meant to be hated, but it's just like no one is meant to be hated. And then either way, to hate somebody, you know how much energy and work and effort it is to hate somebody? Because either you love me or hate me, either way, I'm still in your head rent free. Meanwhile, if you don't give a fuck about me, I'm not in your head. Like, I'm not in your head. I'm not a concern of yours. You're not worried about what I'm doing. You're not creating rumors and lies to spread. Like, baby, you're fine. You're good. They love to hate you. They gonna say they hate you, but they actually loved you. Like I said, they wanted to be in a whole relationship with you. They wanted to date you. Some of them, you rejected this person, and that was the problem. You rejected this person, and that hurt them. They poor little feelings. They poor little ego. Cause why won't you want to date them? Why won't you want to have sex with them? Why not? Everybody else does. Why not you? And then we really think about it. Not everybody else do. Because I was gonna say over here it decreases, but also over here it decreases. It went from 6 to 1. It went from 4 to 3. It's like, so once you realize that that the signs are with you, you already know what you need to know. Page of Swords, you already know the truth, you already see the truth. You cut out this cycle and realize that you have a life, and it's time to get back to it. And this person is not a part of that life. does not need to be a part of your life and is not meant to be a part of your life. And because with the phoenix, see what I said? Like, you've been through some shit because the phoenix had to literally die to become a phoenix. That old you's dead and gone, okay? Dead and gone. You are a whole new version of yourself. You burst back to life. Have, like, restoring life in yourself. And then we have all that glitters is not gold. Because it's 7. That's the challenge. And that's diversity. This person gonna try to give you this cup as if it's like glitters and gold in it. And that's the 7 of cups. It's just an illusion. Daydreams. Fantasies. Oh, also I kept saying because they gonna say like the love that you was gave or the support that you gave was fake and this it was just glitters da, 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 da. Like bitch, what you was giving was gold. Okay, it was gold. They fumbled gold to go play with fool's gold. But now they don't want other people to know that they sabotaged it on them like by themselves. Um because of the unhealed problems or situations. So they're gonna try to tell other people lies like, oh, you don't really love people, you don't really support people, you're not really this nice person, you're not really that, you're not really this. You stay to yourself, or you try to make it seem like you stay to yourself, but you sleep with everybody and their mama. And that's a lie. See, mending. And the 7 again, yeah. And the problem and the challenge is this fake person, this false person that created nothing but illusions and like challenges and conflicts is trying to come back and fix and mend the situation as if that's what this that's what I said in the 6 of Swords, like as if they never did this intentionally. Thinker. 4 to 4. And we had 2 4s already, so you can see it as 4 to 4, like 44, which is, like I said before, foundation, stagnation, stability, pause, struggles. Stability. And or you can see it as 8, which is all about movements, control, self versus ego, karma if you're stuck in a loop and stuff like that. Oh, with the being stuck in a loop, because oh, I forgot the other deck. But at the bottom of this deck is the 9 of Swords. So with this thinker, you being stuck in your head and thinking and going round and round and round on what you could have done to this person, why is this person like this, or you thinking of ways to help fix this, mend this, or get this person to like you, you realize it wasn't worth it. It made no sense. Because this is like a banner. And then what popped in my head was gravity. What goes up must come down. It's like you put the shit up. They see like you like do all the work to put it up. Watch you do all the work and you put it up. And they snatch it back down. And then be like, oh, well, why isn't it up? And it's just like, well, who snatched it down? Like that kind of thing. And then it's, oh. Because what popped in my head was, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And you're like, well, that's too damn bad. It's like, they just expect you to continue to just put it back up and they snatch it down. Put it back up and they snatch it down. And just, y'all continue this ongoing cycle. I think I've said that before. It's like the big bad wolf, right? And you made, like, the 3 little pigs, like, you made your house. One made the house out of hay. The other one made it out of straw. The other one made it out of bricks, right? It's like they went to either one of your houses, let's say it was out of straw, right? They blew it down. You were like, oh my god. It's like you're supposed to put it back up with the same, like the straw again. It's like no. They blew it down. And let's say you did start off with hay. They blew it down. And you was like, all right, cool. All right, fine. Okay. Then you got something stronger. Probably some straw. It didn't work. All right, cool. All right, fine. Then you got, I don't fucking know. Okay. But then it took you a while before you got to fucking bricks. Okay, and putting bricks up. And now they're sitting here outside just, and they can't blow it down and just like, well, why? I knew you didn't support me. You didn't really care about me because if you did, you would let me blow your house down. You would let me do this. You would let me do that. And it's like, how is that fixing and or mending anything when you really think about it? It doesn't. It just caused nothing but stress and anxiety and burdens. Sleepless nights. But they sleeping easy because they get to bother people. But now that you're no longer there, they can't bother you. They can't get actual true love. True care and support. Nobody give a fuck about them in their life. But you did. Because you're a nurturing and caring person. Where the Queen of Cups, it's emotionally nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles is so nurturing. We literally have spirit here. Your spirit was being destroyed trying to fix and heal somebody else's spirit that didn't, and they wouldn't have helped themselves. You burnt yourself out pretty much trying to help somebody that would never help themselves. And it's like now you're no longer doing that. You're thinking about that because you see like it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any efforts. And also with the mending and the Ace of Swords being here, you're thinking about who you want to reconcile with and who's is not even worthy to reconcile with, but like who it makes sense to reconcile with. And if it doesn't, you're closing out that cycle and just leaving it where it lies. You're letting bygones be bygones. And they, with this forgiveness, like they want you to forgive, let bygones be bygones, and then allow them back in your space and your face for them to pick up where they left off and just destroy all over again. It's just like, no, I forgive you, but that doesn't mean you have to be in my face. Be like, oh, I thought you loved me. Like, I love myself way more to let you play with me again. So now in the After Tarot, we have these all came out together. So we have the Knight of Wands reverse, Two of Swords reverse, and the Ten of Cups reverse. So all those glitters and the fantasies and illusions, but they was like trying to make it feel like you was emotional fulfillment, emotional contentment, everything would be happy and stuff like that. You're cutting that out. Well, I said over it, but before, like the swords is normally cross. You're still blindfolded, but you're not the one holding the swords anymore. And your hands is just simply in your lap. Your hand's not crossed over your heart. Your heart's open. It's good. You in touch with your heart. You in touch with your mind. It's just like you might not be seeing the transition and seeing things change because this player or manipulator, the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Oh yeah, didn't I say that you, with the Strength card being here, you're the one that have strength, courage, and bravery. This person doesn't have it. It's fake. It's more so pride and ego for them on their side. They don't have no type of confidence or courageousness. No sense of bravery. Strength, confidence, none of it. They don't have courage. None of it. They more so, like, if something breaks out or, like, pop off, they will run. But if you sit down and talk to them and stuff like that, They talk a big game like, nah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna bow, 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 bow. And it's like, nah, they really gonna run. Really gonna run. See, temperance. If you really sit back, take a minute, have some patience, they really will run. That's why like the signs are with you, and the temperance card is an angel. This whole thing is balance, and I'll come into like peace and harmony. Um, but also because Ace is your crown, so with the Kabbalah being out, and the tens is pretty much kingdoms at the bottom, as above, so below, which is why in the temperance card, the angel's foot is in the water to represent, well, the lake to represent the spirituality, and then one foot on a rock, which is earth, earth, water, earth. You're the temperance. This person was the false emperor. They're trying to keep you stuck and stagnant and trying to keep like and the it's an angelic figure. I don't know which actual angel it is, so I don't say it's an angel. It's an angelic figure, and after that is like you have this path to talk about like your journey and your life purpose and stuff like that. So it's like this person wasn't even on your path for you to find your life purpose. This person was pretty much trying to deter you and keep you stuck from finding your life purpose and having meaning in your life and feeling happy. And mending the relationship with yourself. You think it's mending the relationship with them. It's mending the relationship with yourself. Being in peace and balance and harmony with yourself. Because I'm looking at the triangle represent the three is mind, body, soul. You being in touch with all parts of you and loving you and caring for you. And then even like on your path, next like after the Tempest card, like yeah, it's the devil card. Yeah, you're gonna be tempted from time to time. Yes. But this person is pretty much just one of the people that's trying to tempt you to see if you're gonna fall back on your old ways. And just continue. But also with this breaking of the circle and then the world card coming out here, it's like even if this person try to come back or stuff like that, like I said in a whole other video, that's of their own free will. Nobody told them. Nobody sent them. Spirit did not send this person. They sent themselves. You already over it. That's why it shows temperance and it shows the world. And the nine of swords after. Because you already know this demon, this dragon, whoever the fuck it is. You know what it is to cut it out. King of swords, which I said that before. He holds the ace of swords. You know who you need to cut out and fall back from, which is why you're moving on to calmer waters without them. And it's like where before where you had to like test the waters out and like do things in moderation, now you don't have to do that anymore. You still have like you're still taking your time, but you're not having to multitask and go between like lies and what this person want versus what you want. And then we have the six of sword, no, so six of cups, excuse me, six of cups and the eight of cups. Yeah, you thinking back on the past and reminiscing, and but the signs are already with you, and then you're walking away with the eight of cups because you realize there was no loves in the cup. There was I was talking about the cup that the knight of cups have, right? See how the cup is turned over? Is any water on the floor? No, there was absolutely nothing in the cup. There was no love, there was no water, there was nothing, and you walked away. As you should. And now they're trying to come back and try to make it seem like it was an accident when it wasn't. They intentionally did this shit. Purposely kept you at this two of swords, this stagnation, this stalemate. I just thought about? Because that's her hand is not crossed, and her hand's not crossed, and her hand's on her stomach. Your hands are on your lap, but you're blindfolded. So your heart was open, which is why they was able to take advantage of your kindness, which is why before you was the Queen of Cups, and why now they're trying to mimic that Queen of Cups energy. But they took advantage of your kindness because you were kind and you're loving and understanding and always giving people the benefit of the doubt. Then with the Nine of Swords, that's what it was. You gave them the benefit of the doubt, but your intuition, your mind kept saying, no, they're purposely doing this, which is why you ended up betraying yourself and was loyal to this person rather than loyal to you, which is why now you haven't forgive yourself. And the more you do that, the more you realize and remember that this person, yeah, because even somebody over is like walking over like a way over there, so it's like, but you more so focus on this and don't realize this person over there. So it's like now where like you're over it or close to the end, you're thinking back on everything, you have like a whole new perspective on things and see things in a different way that you weren't seeing before, because you was blindfolded or have rose colored glasses on. Because she even blindfolded in the, no, it's a mask, JK. I thought she was blindfolded in the Thinker, but because in all glitters there is a mask. You're not realizing that this person was wearing a mask this whole time, or that you was blindfolded this whole time, or had rose colored glasses on the whole time. That's why you couldn't see things the way that it needed to be seen. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, no. That's pretty much it. Well, I'm going to do the angel deck one more time. Seeing that an angelic figure did come out. Okay. So we have the High Priestess with God, the eternal lasting, and success protection from Magic Street. Oh yeah, some of y'all people were doing spell works, but you've been protected from that. So everything that he was doing just pretty much go right back to them. But also that's another reason why some of them might be trying to come in, because they know they have to face the karma, or they know they about to get hit with some shit, so now they're trying to befriend you, reconcile with you, so you can also get hit while they get hit, or take most of the hit, or they could just put you in the, they put you in front, stuff like that. You ever watch The Nanny? Right, you remember when Miss Fine was dating what's his name, Tony? And I'm not sure if he was in the mob, but she said he was in the mob and stuff like that. And Mr. Sheffield was trying to break up with him for Miss Fine because she was scared to, and pretty much now sent Miss Babcock to stand in front of Mr. Sheffield to protect him, to get most of the, like, to take most of the hit, most of the damage. It's like that. They know they about to get hit with karma. They know they about to, everything that they sent to you, they about to get hit with. So, because it didn't affect you the way that they wanted to. So for you to be affected, you have to be around them, and you're not around them, and you're not accepting them. Or see, now it's the weekend talking about you never need a bitch. He's a bitch he's what a bitch needs. And like, yeah, with this mending, you never needed this person. They needed you way more than you needed them. That's the ace of with the ace of wands. You're the one that have success walking away from this person, and they see that. Hmm. Yeah, and it's like back then they didn't want to be your friend. They didn't want to do this. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to work with you, collaborate with you, put their pride to the side, heal whatever the fuck needed to be healed. And it's like now that you're moving on to calmer waters, you have this zest for life. You're doing better for yourself. Now all of a sudden they cared for you. They loved you. They was your friend. They was rooting for you this whole time. And it's like no. No, 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 no. We don't do that here. Okay, we don't do that here. Keep that fake shit over there. Like, and then these came up together. We have the Seven of Cups and the King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. With the Seven of Cups, with God the just judge, with contem- contemplating, the thinker, contemplating and making truth known in legal proceedings. The King of Cups, with God sees everything, with restorations, finding stolen objects, and discovering the person responsible. Oh shit, bitch. They done stole some shit. Well, they stole your time, your efforts, your sense of stability. Like, you probably was in your right mind space before you ever met this person. Now you got PTSD. They stole a lot of shit from you. Your comfort they stole a lot. Took a lot. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, with God the teacher, with intelligent talents and providing knowledge. Yeah. So that's pretty much the King of Swords. So like I said before, if you was the Page of Swords, you're now the King of Swords. You the one that had the knowledge this whole time. Or was able, especially with the High Priestess here, or any secrets. Oh, did they secretly steal some shit from you and didn't want you to know? Oh, either way, when I was saying with the job, like you're doing the job of three people, you're not getting paid. Well, your job, their job, and somebody else's job. That's three pays you need to be getting, and you're not. Um, and then the glitters go like they create illusions that, as if that's not what's happening. Because if it's like, who's creating it as this King of Cups? And then King of Cups is never here. Well, it's not here right now, other than this. But the King of Cups been coming up a lot lately. And if I, like, not even that if I remember correctly, because I do. And that video was like months ago. Um, with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups, this person was in a relationship and or a marriage. Saw the Queen of Pentacles and wanted to make the Queen of Pentacles like a side chick, or like some type of sister wife situation going on. And said no, or didn't give this person a time of day. And now this person decided, I remember it was a pick a card too, and this person, the King of Cups got upset. And it's just like, why does it matter if you're in a whole relationship, a whole marriage, you have a whole person? Like, why you? It's like they trying to see if they still got it, if they can still get girls, they can still get attention from other people. It's like it's that. So it's like, what is the point of being in a relationship? What's the point of being in this marriage? You're not respecting your person, but yet you want your person to respect you. That it's like, it's double standards and hypocrisy. And that's what I keep saying. This person's very delusional. I don't understand. And with this stealing, I was like, I don't know. Because that also did come up with this theft before, but I don't know. I thought they were saying that you stole some shit, okay? I thought that was one of the rumors. With this prostitute, I thought it was one of the rumors. That you stole some, you was doing this, you was doing that, but then, nah, it probably really is them, bro. I don't know what they stole from you. I'm gonna be honest. They could have stole your peace, your time, your love, your sense of self. Your stability, like I said. Um, because with the Eight of Pentacles, that's talking about work and like working to have some like mastery in something. You was never gonna master it. You was always gonna work and work and work and never master it. So you would always be mending and never. Wow. The first, yeah. You was never. They never wanted to give you the truth. They wanted you to continue thinking of new ways or creating new ways to try to fix whatever the problem is or whatever was broken, to have some sort of success or some type of like successful partnership or friendship or whatever it is. But it was never going to happen. That's the oppression. You was always going to work and never master it. You always be in the apprenticeship stage. Yeah, and we have the Queen of Wands with the hidden God with divine power, guide, no, guard against mental troubles. Yeah. Like your mind was probably okay before you met this person. You knew who you were, you knew what you wanted, you knew where you wanted to go in life. But being around this person, it's like all of that went out the window. You feel like you didn't know what you wanted, you didn't know who you are, why you was born. It's like being around this person, you went through your teen angst phase all over again. If you never went through that phase, it's like you went through that. Like you, where the rainbows being here, you went from like rainbow to like gothic. Not even like new age got like old gothic. And it's just like, it was, they purposely did that pretty much. So you never, yeah, because they also got time right here. All that time and effort, yeah. Because the Pentacles is time. It'd be time, money, efforts. All the efforts and the time that you would have put in would have been for nothing. That's what they wanted your life to be. That's what they wanted you to think. But you're not. And we have the Three of Wands, God of Hope, constructions of the universe and help with great work, protection against adversities. Yeah. That's what they wanted for your life to be. That's the challenge. That's why they continue to create challenges and obstacles. So you feel like your life have no meaning, you don't have any hope. They wanted to steal your confidence, your love of self, self-trust. Um, your confidence, your stability, your intelligence, your kindness, your problem solving, which is why they could probably created multiple problems at once. So you wouldn't know how to fix it or feel so overwhelmed that you make a mistake and then it just be like a domino effect of everything just falling apart. Your stability with the pentacles being here and then with the fours, your stability, um sense of self. And then they're gonna try to paint it off as if it was a mistake, but it wasn't. Then we have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck with the Word of God created all with alchemy, transformation, rules, natural events, help one with spiritual progress. Right now, we already have transformation, and alchemy is a transition and a transformation. And realizing, well, the magician is realizing that you have everything that you need. You have the confidence, you have the wands, you have the pentacles, you have the smarts, you have the intelligence. You have the water. If you're the fucking Queen of Pentacles, you have earth and you have the water. You have the sword. Okay, because like I said before, you're more in touch with your masculine energy than this person. You're the you're the Queen of Pentacles, and then when you step into that masculine energy, you're the King of Swords. If you're a dude, okay, you're the King of Swords, and then when you step into that feminine energy, which this person will still be intimidated by because you're in touch with your emotions and you healed from bad relationships and stuff like that, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You can be okay by yourself. You're fine being single. That okay, if this person was in a whole relationship or a whole marriage and stuff like that, you decided to stay single than being this person's side chick or whatever the fuck it is. And that somehow hurt their little precious ego. Yeah. Because like I said, I forgot which. I knew it was a pick a card. I remember that. Every time I see the queen end up, because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Because what was the whole thing? Like, why does it matter if you have a person? And then they be like, oh, I'm happily, when they with that person, they be like, oh, we happily married, we this and we that. But then when that person is not there, they out here talking to everybody and they mama, trying to holler at everybody and they mama. They for the streets. They for the streets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm seeing for this reading. JK. But with the Hermit being out here, this talks about isolation and like going within. And with the Two of Swords being here and this breaking of the circle with the World card, you're the one that goes within and realize and have the knowledge to make the call on this cycle. Especially if you made it to the world, that means you made it past judgment, which means you already made this choice to cut this out. That's why I was like, if the person come back, nobody sent them. They did stuff of their own not even over their own free will. Yeah, of their own free will, pretty much. But then they're gonna be mad because what they expected to happen isn't gonna happen. They expected you to welcome and take them back with open arms, and that's not what's gonna happen. Because like I said, that fallback game is on fleek. Like, but yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you or helped you, then I'm glad. Other than that, please take care of you. Do what's best for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.